It's obvious we've entered a new world with a very unique challenge for businesses. Today, sellers' access to their potential buyer, it's at an all-time low because prospects now are totally in charge. Prospects don't want to interact with a salesperson, and let's face it, they don't have to anymore. And for people committed to staying in business, that's a real challenge. But there's also a market share opportunity available right now. So if you're frustrated because limited access to your prospects is affecting revenue, but in your heart, you know there's a better way to convince and convert them, well, then this video was created for you. So to help you increase revenue right away, I'm going to show you 3 techniques you can start using immediately. In this new world, prospects have gravitated towards on-demand and remote buying experiences, just like a salesperson would have traditionally done for your buyers. Now your website needs to inspire to either learn more or make a purchase. So at the very least, your business needs to have a sales page that offers an on-demand buying experience that pulls your prospects through your sales message. Because when prospects know what you know, buying becomes a no-brainer. But you can't rely on text alone because today's buyers won't burn those mental calories needing to thoroughly read about your solution. For a lot of people, reading is hard. It takes effort, right? So ultimately, your sales success in this new world will depend on how effortlessly you make learning about your solution. So as you create your sales page, I want you to use text sparingly down the page just to transition visitors through each stage of your sales message. And then on the top of the page, that's where you can make learning super easy by adding in a compelling video that highlights the most important information on that page. I like to think of this video like a slip and slide that speeds up learning. You see, video is the perfect attention hack. It's sticky, keeping people around twice as long, and video is the easiest way for people to see your solution in action. That's why compared to reading text, a business video is 4 times more likely to be watched. And when people are done watching, they're 85% more likely to buy. Now, to blow your mind even more than 50% of viewers will watch a 17-minute video to the end. How many text-only pages have that kind of stickiness? All right, so you need to create an effortless on-demand buying experience by giving visitors a real interesting video that engages their brain and shows the impact your business is going to have on their life. The perfect video and sales page combination should deliver information like your best salesperson. The only difference is when you create your sales page, you need to know what to say and in what order. But fortunately, your best salesperson's already optimized your sales process. So pick their big brain because they've already discovered which stories to tell and in what order to make buying easy. I'm going to give you a hint here. They probably try to find that common ground and use that as a springboard to present your offer as the solution to their specific problems, right? So fill in those details and you've got yourself an on-demand sales experience. All right, here's a pro tip. Don't ignore those tricky conversations such as pricing and competitors and data and potentially your own product shortcomings. Your salespeople have already handled those mask objections, so your sales page must as well if you want it to actually work. Now you know how to use a sales page. My next technique is where a large number of your deals will be won. I call this show and tell sales presentations. While transitioning from face-to-face sales to remote sales, I always think about Donald Miller and what he teaches at Business Mastery. People are drawn to clarity and away from confusion, which means in this new world of remote sales, your biggest obsession needs to be moving each and every prospect away from confusion and closer to clarity. But before I can show you how to deliver that epiphany, let's discuss what typically happens when a proposal is submitted for approval. Most sellers email their proposal and then move on to the next deal. That's a low success tactic. You see, in most businesses, people aren't making major purchase decisions on their own. Instead, we make important purchase decisions in teams. And if you're relying on your internal champion, who's been on each of your calls to explain your proposal with that same finesse that you provide in person, you're setting yourself up to lose. So instead, give your internal champion a show and tell presentation video that they can play for the entire team. All you have to do is put your salesperson on camera while sharing your proposal at the same time and walking the prospect's entire team through your proposal with the right level of clarity, certainty, and excitement. To do this on the fly, I use a simple tool from Vidyard, which also can show your prospects what they're watching and for how long, including what parts they skipped or rewatched. I use this tool to prioritize leads that are ready to buy right now. When I started using video viewing time as an indicator of interest, I was able to prioritize which leads were buyers, and that collapsed my traditional 9-week sales cycle into 3 because I wasn't wasting time chasing hot and cold leads equally. Knowing which prospects are interested is a game changer in this world where physical access and body language just aren't available. You can also use my show and tell technique after a sales meeting by following up with a video that answers outstanding questions, introduces your team, or delivers a killer product demo. And nearly every time I follow up with a personalized show and tell video, prospects reply back something like, "I love you guys," or "How about this billion-dollar company in Canada? Your video sold them. Totally made my job simple. Awesome. I will be sending you the contract in a couple." Do you know what that human-to-human touch will do for you? It will set you apart and spark those relationships, and before you know it, your team will be crushing deals like rock stars. The final video strategy knocks down one of the biggest limiting beliefs people have about video. You see, far too often people fool themselves into believing they need an expensive camera, but at the beginning, I prefer to use what you got and start creating video with your phone. You don't need to get fancy with your videos. Just start recording videos with your cell phone, and don't worry about people judging you for your video quality. People rely on videos so much now, they will appreciate your effort and the accelerated learning you've created for them. Later on, when the time is right, you can professionally update your videos, but for now, take massive decisive action and put your salespeople or your company representative on camera. You know, Tony reminds us, repetition is the mother of skill, which is the perfect advice for DIY video creation. For each video, start recording multiple takes. The more, the better. And with every take, just like a polishing stone tumbling down that river, your videos will continue to improve. Now I've got a pro tip for you. If you're in healthcare, real estate, consulting, or construction, or any other industry on video, I want you to teach your best tricks, answering those frequently asked questions, and get your existing customers on camera sharing their story about how you help them achieve their goals. You can do all that. I know you can. Now, before we wrap up, you have to remember, to be competitive in this new world, you need a sales page for on-demand buying experiences. You need a show and tell presentation and proposal. You need covert video tracking to prioritize those leads. And you can get started right now, right away, using your cell phone to record your videos. So now you know my top 3 strategies for increasing revenue in this new world where sellers access, it's just at an all-time low. So let's go.